going to do a tutorial and show you how to make this little bag. I've just got the balls of wool that was left inside for now. So the tutorial is I'm just going to start and show you that. And I'm using 3 strands. These are 50-gram balls of double knitting. I think it's Poundland's wool. And I'm using an 8mm hook. Don't know whether you can see that, or you can there. 8mm hook. And I am going to make a chain. I'll get these 3 strands all together. And pull them out to get started. Right, so I'm going to do a chain, 18 stitches. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll be back when I get those 18 stitches on the hook. So that is 18 stitches. And I'm just going to do double crochet. So we're going to miss that first chain there and go into the second one. And this is just double crochet. If you're in the United States, it's single crochet, some other countries too. So it's just put your yarn into the hook, wool over, pull through, yarn over the hook, pull through. That is the first stitch, and you do exactly the same in the next stitch. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Into the next stitch, and make sure you catch all 3 strands when you go through the stitch. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So I will meet you at the end of that row. And we are at the end of the row, the last stitch. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And now we're going to do 1 chain, and then we're going to turn, and you're going to miss that stitch there. That's your turning chain. So you just double crochet into all the stitches all the way along. And you're going to do that on every row till you've done 7 rows, and I will be back then. So that is 7 rows of double crochet. We're just going backwards and forwards, and now we're going to do the crochet around the whole thing, and we're going to do 3 stitches into each corner, and it'll be about 5 in between here and on the other side. Now we've already done 1 stitch in here on this corner where we've ended, so we're going to do another 2 into this stitch here to the corner. It's 1, 2, and then we're going to do that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 down one side, and then we're going to do 3 into this corner stitch here, two, and now we're going to do all the stitches across the bottom. There should be about 17, and we're going to put this end that we started with. So we have to find the stitch to go through, and just keep putting that over the hook in each stitch you go in. If you look for the space where the wool crosses over each other there, that's where you do your stitch. And keep that over the top. And there's your next stitch there where the stitches cross over each other. You go into the middle of it. And the next one there, and that is how you're going to go all along that edge. And when you get to the corner, you'll do 3 in that corner, do another 5 up that side, 3 into that corner, and then carry on along that row there till you get to the other side, and I'll be back then. And just in case you don't know, this edge here is the other side of the chain. That's why I'm telling you to crochet in between where those 2 stitches cross over each other, because that is the chain, like that. Because if you just went into one part like that, you'd have a big loopy bit like that. So you go into where the stitch crosses over each other, and that makes less space when you do the stitch. It's more closed up. So we've come right to the other side where we started from. So we've been down there, along here, up there, and back along there to where we started. And now we're going to do the little edge that separates the base, because this is the base, from the bottom. Like on this one here, you're going to have a base line, separating base line like that all the way around. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And for to do that, where we finished here, we just do 1 chain, and then we go into the back stitch. You have the full V like that, the V like that. That's the front part of the stitch here. That's the back. You go into the back of the V all the way around. There you can see that's the base stitch that separates the base from the sides. And so that is why doing that on every stitch all the way around. I will be back when I come back to that end where we started. So we're now back where we started from, doing the separating outside stitch, and now we're going to just Do ordinary double crochet or single crochet, whichever country you're in, all the way around. You will have to put a marker in where you start. Put a marker in here so you know this is the start of your round, because we're just going round and round in circles until you've been round 15 times. And your bag should measure about 7.5 inches when it's folded. This part here is folded in half like that. It should measure about 7.5 inches from there up to where you do the handles.
You want to explore the woods? Yeah.
So that's all you have to do now until you've done 15 rounds.
What are you doing over here?
And I will be back then.
Well, we're expanding.
I have now done 15 rounds. I've counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I've put stitch markers in where I'm going to place the handles. And inside, you don't count the one that the stitch marker's in, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you have 11 stitches inside the stitch markers, not counting the ones the stitch markers on, and that's the same on the other side. So mine go from here is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 7th stitch in from when you fold it in half like that. That's how I've worked it. So I'm going to show you how to do the handles now. And I rejoin the hook to the wool. And I'm going to crochet up to the first stitch marker. And then I'm going to take that stitch marker out because I'm going to use that stitch there. And I'm working that stitch. And now I'm going to make a chain of 20 stitches from there. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So that is a chain of 20 I've done, and I'm going to attach it to where the other stitch marker is. Make sure you keep it straight. And then just go in where the marker is and take the stitch marker out. So you now have the chain stitch and the stitch where the marker was. And just pull your stitch tight. And then crochet through both stitches. And then just start crocheting around, doing the double crochet as before. And keep on going till you come to the next stitch marker. And now we've come to the next stitch marker, so I'm going to take that stitch marker out. And knit into that stitch. And we are going to do 20 stitches, the same as what we did. So we're going to do 20 stitches. 1, 2, 3. So that is 20 chain stitches, and making sure you keep them straight. Go to your next stitch marker, put the hook in the stitch, then take it out. And so you've joined that to the other side, and then just carry on crocheting around till you come to the first handle. And so we are up to the first handle, and we are going to go into each stitch and just do a double crochet. That's one. This might be a little bit hard for me because I'm standing up with this. I've had to put the bag underneath to hold the weight of the bag, or I'm just dragging down. And so just go through each chain stitch and do a double crochet in each chain stitch. Until you've been in every stitch on the handle, and then I will be back and show you the rest. So that is the handle, double crocheted all the way around. You want it a little bit looser than so it's not the same width as the space, just so it's a little bit to hold on to. And then you just crochet around to the other handle. And I am now at the other handle, and I'm going to do exactly the same, just going to crochet into every stitch, double crochet into every stitch. It's a little bit awkward for me doing this because I'm standing up and the bag, weight of the bag is pulling down. So you just double crochet into every stitch all the way around until you come to the other side, and I will show you that when I get there. So that is the second handle, crocheted from one side to the other, and now I'm going to finish off. And as you know, when you're going round in circles, the stitch is always one row above, so you have to bring it down. So I'm going to do a few stitches in double crochet away from the end of the chain. And I'm going to, for a few stitches, I'm just going to slip the stitches instead of doing the double crochet. So the yarn through and then just slipping through. And this brings the stitch down a little bit from the height of the double crochet. That's 2, 3, 4. And then we just need to finish off that stitch. I'll do another couple more stitches, bring it down. And the last stitch, I'm going to go through the back and bring it through. Bring the stitch through there like that. And then just cut that off. I'm going to cut the yarn off and leave a length for the so that's the finish, where you did a few double crochet and then just slip stitched a few stitches round, and then you just need to weave that end in. And that's the little bag flat. And the bag will stand up for itself too. So that is 2 little bags like that we have now. And for this, you just weave it in a few stitches. I'll show you how to weave that in. I need a needle. I have to thread all these through the needle. I'll have to cut them all the same length to get them through. So we just use a needle to go down a few stitches. Go back again. And down again. As long as you do that up and down 3 times, it won't come out. And then cut off the and that is the bag completed. And that is the end of that tutorial. So if you want to see more anytime, give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll show you more. You've got a handy little bag there for a child, for to put their little bits and pieces in, little cars and toy soldiers and things like that. Or you can use it as a small project bag, whatever you might need it for yourself. So bye for now.